Welcome back to Redline Revs. What I'm going to be doing today is changing the camshaft position sensor on a VW Group 1.8T engine. So this is my 1.8T here. This is in a Seat Leon Cupra R, but these engines were in lots of VWs, Audis, Seats and Skodas. And they came in some different configurations. So this is a BAM with a KO4 turbo, and I've got this big charge pipe here. Now the camshaft position sensor is actually just here behind this plastic cover, and on some models it's really easy to take off. You just undo these clips here and then you've got access to it. On ones with the KO4 turbo you'll have this big charge pipe here, so I need to initially take that off and then we can replace the camshaft position sensor. So just very quickly, I had an engine management light come up and that was for the camshaft position sensor A, and also timing over retarded, and I'll put up the fault code that I had on the bottom of the screen in case you've had that as well. That points to hopefully just this sensor being the problem, so that's what I'm going to change initially, and it basically just monitors the sort of rotational position of the camshaft, and then the ECU adjusts the fuel injection accordingly. So we'll start off taking off with the charge pipe and then we'll go into the rest of that. Okay, so all the tools I'm anticipating we're going to need for this is a ratchet, and I've got some different size sockets here. A 13 to take off my charge pipe bolts, there's one there, another one there, and then I've got a 7 which will take off my Jubilee clamps, and then I've got a 10 which is for the actual bolts that secure the camshaft sensor onto the engine there. Now what I'm going to do is try to just remove this Jubilee clamp and open these two bolts first, the clamps on the charge pipe, and see if I can just lift it out of the way, just in the interest of laziness and trying to do this without having to take everything else off. But if we have to do that, then we will. This one we had to put a little bit of WD-40 on, just to aid us in getting that off. Careful with the bolt. And then the clip should lift up, and on the back you just push it down and hooks off. Don't drop it down. And that's the stud there, that's the remains there, keep those safe. And the same thing over here. I've also switched to a deeper 13 socket. That's the bolt off. And the clip. Again, same, lift up the top, and the back comes out of these grooves that you've got there. So now we're just going to untie this with a 7 and see whether we can just sort of angle this across and get on with the job without taking off any more. Now I think that this actually gives me enough space to sort of work on what we need to, which is around here, so I'm not going to take off the rest of the charge pipe. Okay, so I've just got this charge pipe loose, and I'm just going to sort of leave it hanging around. We've got these two clips on this sort of plastic cover over the belts. You just want to release that from both sides. There's one here, and then there's another one down there which I can just feel if I reach down. I've released that now, and I'm just pulling this cover back, carefully shuffling it around. You can see the crankshaft position sensor, which is just this thing right over here. And then what I'm going to do is just unplug this. To unplug it, there's just a little spring on the plug which you push down, and then you can push it off. Now that that's unplugged, do you reckon I can change the thing without taking this off?
Yeah,
But I should, right?
But
I should also inspect the belt. Okay, so once you've got that belt cover off, you've got the crankshaft position sensor right there. That's a plug that we've just taken off it. It's got these two 10mm bolts on either side, which we need to take off. So that's what we're going to do. Now, this cover, I couldn't really get it out very easily. I know that's a little bit silly, but what I'm going to do is just leave it on actually, and just work around it. So I'll just hold this back and get those two bolts off, change this and put it back on. So if you've got a different variant of the 1.8T, it might be slightly easier for you to do, but I'm just finding that this brake fluid reservoir that I've got there is just getting in the way of me getting this cover off without breaking it. So I'm just going to move it out of the way and carry on. I've got my 10. Let's go. Do things the difficult way first. Yeah. There's not a lot of tension on those because I'm doing this in such an awkward way. I'm just going to crack the tension off it and take it off my hand so I don't lose the thing. So that's one of the 10mm bolts out. Right, next one. Right here. Right. And as this bolt is coming off, the camshaft position sensor will be free as well. So I'm just holding that in place. This is about to come in my hands. We'll probably edit that part out. Right. Got the bolt. Camshaft position sensor should now be loose. Just lifts it. And there it is. So that's the old camshaft position sensor taken off. This part number right there in case you need that. And I'll put it up on the bottom of the screen as well. And yeah, take a look in there. We've got that open. So this new one goes in. Now this isn't a VW unit actually. I did call TPS and the one they had was about £80 and didn't have it straight away. So I got it from Euro Car Parts, and it's an aftermarket one, and with their weekend discount it came to about £33. So just going to line this up, use the same bolts to get it on, and then we're good to go. Sorry. So just going to take the bolt, feed it through there. Just spinning it with my fingers just to get it in. Okay, last bolt to go in. So that's our new camshaft position sensor on. Hopefully that fault code that I had isn't going to come back and the engine will be running a little bit better. I've just got these on by hand for the moment. I'm going to now tighten them with my trusty ratchet. But just bear in mind they weren't on very tight, so I'm not over tightening it. Just shuffle the cover down a little bit. Can't get my ratchet over. Feels good to me. Finally, we just want to plug this sensor back in. That was just a push down and on the spring again and push the plug back in. And now I'm just going to replace the belt cover. And now we're just going to replace the clamps and the Jubilee clamps on the charge belt. Something for that. Cool. clamps need to come back on. We've got another one back here as well. So the back side's on first, and then this comes on over there. And the bolt on top. And that is the job done. So that's how you change the camshaft position sensor on a 1.8T. This was a BAM engine, like I said before. You might have a slightly different variant. You might not have that charge pipe, and it might be easier for you to access that. So you find these engines in VWs, Audis, Seats and Skodas. This is Redline Revs. There's a lot more like this coming up, so please make sure you click subscribe now and don't miss out. Okay, we're going to do a first start up after changing the camshaft position sensor. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Looks good. I'd already changed the fault code, so I'll drive around and see if it comes back, but the engine sounds perfectly fine. I probably will take it for a spin now and just see if it's improved, but that's Redline Revs. I hope you found this useful, and if you did, please don't just watch for free, click subscribe, it really helps me out. I do this for the subscribers. Yeah, so this is the code that I was getting, one of the codes, which is camshaft position A. I got this one timing over retarded, and I had another one as well. I'm just going to clear all of these now that we've done this job, take it for a spin, and hope for the best.